When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lorain High School's senior night for the class of 2018. First up, we have the senior cheerleaders for your Lorain High Titans. We have Victoria Johnson. Victoria will be escorted by mom Janice Roberts and brother Curtis Johnson. Victoria says she will miss about cheerleading the coaches and the girls, the bus rides, and all the amazing memories that were made. Plans after high school are to attend Cleveland State University and obtain a bachelor's degree, then pursue a dream of becoming a nurse practitioner. Her favorite cheerleading memory is her first cheerleading competition and all of the hard work paying off. Her favorite subject in school is math and algebra. Victoria Johnson. The next senior cheerleader we have is Ada Williams. She is being escorted by Shira McCullough, mom Rasha Cannon, and dad Andre Williams, Louis Serrano, and Alice Howard. Her favorite school subject is English. Her favorite teacher will be forever Mrs. Winnan. Her favorite memory will be the parade during the summer. Cheerleading has taught me teamwork, dedication, compassion, and time management. Trust me, it's a lot, she says. She plans to go to Lorain County Community College for 2 years and then transfer to a university to become a nurse practitioner. I will miss the bond we have in that weird way. We are all sisters. Zeta Williams. The next senior cheerleader is Angelica Patterson. Angelica is being escorted by sisters Carly, Chloe, Ariana, stepmom Eden, and father Kevin. I will miss the bond I have made with the girls on the team throughout the years. Her favorite school subject is math, and after high school, I will be attending the University of, the Ohio State University to major in public affairs. Angelica Patterson. The next senior cheerleader is Tasia Whitfield. She is being escorted this evening by mom, Kia Noble, sisters Tasia Whitfield, boyfriend Taiwan Lighty, and Aunt Quila Yasbreeze. I will miss cheering with all my friends that I grew up with. After high school, I'll be going to Cleveland State University for nursing. Cheerleading has taught me to be more sociable with others. My favorite school subject is forensic science, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. Hunter. Tasia Whitfield, ladies and gentlemen. The next senior is Evelyn Williams. Evelyn is being escorted by her parents, Ronnie and Melanie Williams, and her sister, Olivia. Over the past 4 years, Evelyn has been a part of both the varsity cheerleading and volleyball teams. Evelyn is also the president of the National Honor Society and a member of the Leo Club. After graduation, she will be attending The Ohio State University to major in exercise physiology. Even though cheerleading will be over in a few short weeks, Evelyn will always take with her the lessons of hard work and togetherness that being a part of the squad has taught her. Ladies and gentlemen, Evelyn Williams. And our final senior cheerleader for this evening is Captain Sally Francisco. Sally is the daughter of Evelise Ortiz and Miguel Francisco. She is the captain of the varsity cheer squad and a 4-year varsity cheerleader. She will miss traveling with the squad to games, singing throwback songs on her way home, and cheering during sleepovers. Plans on attending Kent State University in the fall are part of her future. Her favorite cheer memory is when basketball team went undefeated her freshman year, and she was at every game to experience the victories with them. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Sally Francisco. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the senior boys basketball players. For the class of 2018, we have Jaden Sledge, being escorted by mother Taquia Smith and dad Marcus Smith, grandmother Odessa Calhoun, grandfather Mark Smith, sister Kalani Smith, brothers Cairo Smith and Noah Smith. Favorite school subject for Jaden is science. His favorite athlete is LeBron James, and his favorite teacher is Coach Killian. His most memorable sports moment when he scored 28 points in the 6th grade, and also when he scored 23 points against North His plans after high school are to go Lorain County Community College for 2 years and then attend Central State. His biggest influence is mom, Taquia Smith, and dad, Marcus Smith, as well as his coaches and teachers. His advice, enjoy every moment in high school. It goes by fast, and always play hard. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Jaden Sledge. And our final senior for this evening's ceremonies, David Weatherington. David is being escorted by his father, David Weatherington, his mom, Michelle Weatherington, as well as brother Martell Adams, cousin Malik Weatherington, as well as brother Jamar Ross. His favorite subject in school is math and sign language. His favorite athlete is James Harden. His favorite teacher is Mrs. Maddie. And his most memorable sports moment is winning the classics. His plans after high school are to attend Kent State for accounting. His biggest influence are his teachers, his coaches, and everybody that supports us. And his advice, always play hard because time goes by fast. Ladies and gentlemen, senior David Weatherington. And if all these senior cheerleaders and players would kind of move to center court so they could take a team picture kind of deal here. So if everyone would kind of move to center court, we're going to try to get everybody into a picture for the class of 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for the class of 2018 and your Lorain High Titans seniors.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed. For good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Jay Ferguson, Bob Braskich here to bring you tonight's varsity basketball game between the boys from Lorain High School, 14-6 on the season, and the Avon Eagles. This is a rematch, Bob, of the district semifinal last year at Elyria Catholic. And right off the bat, as we look at the starters, number 5, Ryan Malloy, was Avon's leading scorer in that game. Dean Emmerline, 24, Ranier Barrett Reed. Number 42, Max Torbert. And rounding it out, number 11, Jake Parker, a junior at 6'4".
Jay,
Oh, well, I'll wait until the Lorain High is announced.
Last home game for these Titans, although if we'll get a home game in the tournament, they'll play the winner of Westlake and North Ridgeville, but the last regular season home game. Number 1, sophomore Jordan Jackson, 6'4". 6'2", and a junior, Tate Pierre Lewis.
From General Johnny Wilson, that's 6 foot, a junior guard. And
Number 3, Devon Grant is 6 foot and a junior guard, and the leading scorer for the Titans.
Johnny Wilson, that's 6'1", a senior guard. Number 5, David.
Number 5 is a senior and is playing in his last official home game, David Weatherington. And also a senior, number 23, Jaden Sledge. So Coach Rossitano giving the 2 starters on the roster the start tonight.
Yep.
With the big 3 of Grant, Pierre Lewis, and Jackson.
Jay, I want to know if what we saw in that JV game, the obvious strategy that Avon played, packing that zone in and so forth, minimizing possessions, is going to carry over into this varsity game.
For those of you just tuning in and wondering what we're talking about, Bob and I have been here for the freshman game and the JV game, both of which ended up the Lorain Highway. But the JV game in particular, Avon played 90% of the game in a 2-3 zone, daring Lorain to shoot from the outside, and it was very effective. And that game wasn't decided until the last 45 seconds or so.
Well, we'll see
if the strategy is the same. Pierre Lewis to jump center against Parker. Pierre Lewis off to Weatherington, and Grant has it. Titans going right to left. Pierre Lewis. Well, it's man-to-man here.
Yeah.
Jackson, Grant. Jaden Sledge says 3 ball.
Oh, yeah.
It's senior night.
There you go.
Jaden Sledge for 3. Emmerline and Malloy will bring it ahead. Parker, whistle.
Travel?
Illegal screen.
Okay, all right.
Max Torbert tried the pin down screen, and he pinned, as the kids would say. He had a handful of Pierre Lewis trying to get out on the 3. 3-0 Titans, 7:35 to go, just underway. Grant, Pierre Lewis, Jackson, Weatherington, Sledge, Pierre Lewis, Jackson, baseline move, wings it out of bounds. Great idea.
Yeah.
Maybe they.
Let's see if the Avon varsity handles full court pressure as well as their JVs and freshmen did. They were really organized.
Yes, they were. They get it into Barrett Reed and back to Malloy, the inbounder. They like to go back to the inbounder at every level. Jake Parker picks up the errant pass and gets it to Dean Emmerline. Pierre Lewis with him. Jackson draws Torbert, one of the bigs inside. This is Parker. And Sledge has him. The pick and roll. Torbert wants no part of that. Malloy up top. As they reorganize, Pierre Lewis draws him. There's a drive and a kick. 3 ball is good for Emmerline. Weatherington fights one up. But fouled.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how quickly after that basket, Avon was sprinting back. Definitely point of emphasis to try to take away as many transition baskets as they possibly can tonight, which has to be key for them.
Emmerine with the foul. Weatherington to the line. 2 throws. First one back rims. We're tied at 3. 6:41 to go, first quarter.
Also watching Avon play in their half-court man. Very sloughy, well off the ball, trying to contain, keep everybody in front of them.
Malloy has it against Grant. Perhaps the top junior football player in the county against the top junior basketball player. 1 dribble and another 3. No, Jackson and Torbert go for the rebound. It goes off to Jordan Jackson and the Titans.
I'm a bit surprised, Jay. I mean, they're not being bashful about shooting the basketball. Both quick shots.
Grant will walk it ahead. Sledge comes up for a ball screen and a fade and shoots it, front rim and in.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden Sledge with 6.
2 for 2 on
7-3 Lorain. Malloy spinning down the lane. Had it knocked away. Sledge, good anticipation. Jaden Sledge. Oh, front rims the layup.
Use the square.
Bank it or dunk it. Parker, Malloy. And they settle in. Posts high. This is Torbert stepping out. Reversing to Barrett Reed. And
Comes
then
that back screen to the high elbow opposite.
Jake Parker. And Torbert, no. Pierre Lewis challenged him. Jackson brings it back on a speed dribble. Jackson all the way to the hole, gets bumped, and will get a foul.
You know, Jackson is just a sophomore, and you know he's becoming just what I hope he would become. He's become much more offensively minded. They needed that third scorer to go with Tate and Grant.
Pierre Lewis to inbound, gets it out to Grant. They post up Pierre Lewis. Catches the ball, powers it up, misses the layup, and off to Parker for Avon. 5:23 to go, first quarter, 7-3 Titans. Torbert down low. Ronnie Barrett Reed, no, but Torbert to rebound, back out. This is Parker, no. Pierre Lewis, and he'll push. Gets it off to Sledge. Sledge all the way to the hoop, makes that one. Jaden Sledge with a... Jaden Sledge is making a case.
Just 3 for 4 from the field, Jay, on senior night. I mean,
timeout, Avon.
Yeah.
4:55 to go. Jaden Sledge with 8 of the 9 Titan points, Bob.
Well, and it's senior night, and he's one of those guys, and couldn't ask for more.
What do you see so far that concerns you?
Nothing really that concerns me, and I'm really happy that Avon's coming out and playing man-to-man, although sloughy as it is. And I'm not really concerned about anything. I like the way Lorain High's moving the basketball. It's not one pass and an individual move to try to force a score. So far, so good. I think we're off to a really good start. But you'll notice they do the same thing offensively as their JVs did, which is a sign of a good program.
Right.
They clear out that backside low block, set a back screen on the opposite elbow, and then cut into the opening.
Very much the Princeton look.
Yeah.
Concepts. They bring everybody up to the foul line to clear out for back screens and cuts.
And take away help defense.
Jacob Chastain into the ball game and will handle the ball. Malloy goes to off the ball. There it was, the clear side back cut, handled well by Grant. Kicked off to Malloy. Malloy into the lane. Down low for Barrett Reed, taken away by Weatherington. Titans.
Oh, no.
Just two straight line, and Parker was there for the Eagles. Down low, Parker gets it back. Give it up, get it back. Jake Parker on the board, and it's 9-5. Pierre Lewis. Maybe a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. Just not there. Back comes Malloy. Malloy into the lane, tried to hook pass. Knocked away by Grant, run down by Sledge. Weatherington. Grant. He'll throw 3. Long. Rebound is off to Chastain, and he'll walk it up for Avon. 3:54 to go. Back out. Chastain fakes it. Parker, no. Grant with a rebound. Back pressure.
Touch back pressure.
Straight lined himself on the rim and just didn't have an angle. Barrett, no. Parker had a stick back blocked, but there'll be a foul there. Jake Parker will go to the line for 2 throws. Devon Grant gets the first whistle of the night for the Titans. 3:31 to go, first quarter. Thank you very much to those who have been here for Facebook Live. And we'll be back for the conclusion of tonight's game on Facebook Live. If you're just hanging around watching the Olympics, tune us in.
Jay, I'm having a problem. Number 11 for them is not on my roster.
Jake Parker.
Jake Parker. Size?
He's 21 on the...
Oh, 21. I'm sorry. I got you.
First shot is front rim glass and in. 3 for him.
Not a lot of
Lots
size.
of substitutions there.
Not a lot of size for Avon.
Lavelle Hall and Cam Davis in. Substitution for Avon, Brandon Doney. Second shot looks a little bit better. 4 for Parker. 9-7 Lorain. Pierre Lewis up top. Cam Davis. Pierre Lewis sets and throws around the rim. No, nice check out there by Parker.
Yeah. Yep, fundamentally sound.
Chastain, Parker. Down in the corner, Emerine. Davis goes for the steal and puts us at a disadvantage, and they bomb 3.
10-9.
Emerine.
Avon.
There was the run through the passing lane, unsuccessful. Successful, we get a layup. Unsuccessful, they get an open look. Either way, that's why they call it gambling, right, Bob?
Yeah, well, you know, they've come out and asserted themselves a little bit after they took the timeout. And I thought,
right.
You know, they didn't change anything. It was just, let's get organized.
Grant to the hole, fouled on the way.
Coach Sapara did not like the momentum of the game at that point. The energy in the game. Called the timeout was a good one.
Doney gets the foul, his first, 4th on the team. Day to the line, yet to score in this one. Actually, if your name's Jaden Sledge, you pretty much have yet to score, as he's got 8 of the 9. Weatherington 1 of 2 at the line. Malloy back and Parker out.
Lavelle Hall in the game, Jay?
Yep. And Cam Davis. Second shot true. Grant on the board, and we're knotted at 10. Emerine with Hall. Nico Pappas also into the Avon lineup, number 3. Chastain will back it out. 2:20 to go. High ball screen there, takes it into the corner. Pappas. Good switch, efficient by the Titans.
Oh.
And then
I'll take it.
Wing wang away. Weatherington in for Jackson. You know, it's a sign that your rotation is in order. David Weatherington came in and Jordan Jackson would just walk to the water cooler. He knew, you know, with 2 minutes to go, I'm coming out. Hall behind Weatherington, nice catch. Back to Lavelle, down the baseline, whacked, stepped out of bounds.
Glad to see Lavelle attack the basket, though.
Pappas will bring it up with Grant face guarding Chastain. Now Davis has Malloy, who has the ball.
Well, Davis is the guy you want on Malloy.
Well, but you want a little bit more contained there. Chastain with Grant. They leave him alone at the elbow. He says, why not? And then stick back, no checkout, and Emerine's got 8.
12-10 Avon.
Minute 22 to go. And then with the score where it's at, that's what you would expect. This is the pace is to Avon's liking. Pierre Lewis fakes one. Lavelle didn't look. Grant, one dribble, 18-footer, got it.
Yeah.
His mid-range game has really come on this year.
Pretty good.
Down quickly, Emerine. He waits for his teammates. Chastain comes to get it. 50 seconds to go, first quarter. We're knotted. Malloy with Davis.
Oh, here's that.
Just a flat-out clear out, and Cam Davis is going to get called for the foul. Malloy is going to go to the line. 41.8 to go. Malloy looking to break the tie. Kind of a funny start. Parker's got 4. Emerine's got 8 for Avon. Now Malloy on the scoring column. And then for Lorain, Jaden Sledge has 8, Grant has 3, and Weatherington with a single point for Lorain's 12.
Yeah. Scoring kind of inverted from what you would expect.
Pierre Lewis to the bench for an end of quarter blow. Good strategy with a short bench to use those end of quarter timeouts. Malloy with a pair. And Avon by 2 as we clock winds down to 35 seconds. Avon in a zone. Let's see if we recognize.
Well, it would definitely look like we're playing for the last shot.
With Pierre Lewis out, that's interesting. They go to the zone for the first time. Jackson steps outside with 17 to go. Grant throws one short. Avon with a rebound. Big swing here if Avon can score and get the ball coming out. Malloy
pushed off.
Got a push-off call. Offensive foul, Ryan Malloy. Break for the Titans. Davis out, Pierre Lewis in for offense.
Plenty of time on the clock, 7.8.
Jordan Jackson will inbound it. Now this is where I would like to see Day-Day up a little bit toward the logo.
Coach Roz gets another score in the game with Tay-Tay.
They blitz the ball. Skip to Weatherington. He'll throw 3 at the buzzer. Long. We've played 1 at Lorain. Avon 14, Titans 12. Back with more after this timeout.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim, or e-claim, for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
Back here at Lorain High, Jay Ferguson, Joe Bach, and Bob Braskich. The regular season finale at home for the Lorain High Titans. 14-6 on the season.
Yeah. Avon doesn't have a player on the floor taller than 6'1", Jay.
No.
They're off to a great start in this game.
Parker's 6'4".
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see him yet.
Pierre Lewis. And incidentally, he's the reason that the young man that we saw on the JV team, because they play the same spot. Pierre Lewis down the lane.
Yeah.
Been a long time since Tay-Tay's been able to get a straight line left-handed drive. Once you're in league play and teams are familiar with you. Malloy poked away from behind. Interesting. Foul called on Sledge.
Wow.
7:20 to go in the half. We're tied at 14. Malloy will inbound with Grant. Reaney, but then we're going to get an illegal screen. That's going to be the second illegal screen, and Max Torbert got one to open the game. He's got to have good size, too. He's a football guy, I know that. List him at 6'2". Weatherington. Sledge wants 3. Got it.
Wow, Sledge is off to a career start, Jay.
He's got 11. Torbert with the inbound to relieve pressure. And this is Dominic Reaney. He's a freshman. Working against Sledge. Sledge
There you
whacks
go,
it
look.
away. Sledge gets the layup up and in. I wish he would use the glass on
Me
that.
too.
13 for Jaden.
But he's got
19
13
to
of
14.
the 19.
So what's the first question Coach Rossitano gets asked by the reporters after the game?
Why hasn't he been playing more?
Yeah. Doesn't it always work that way? Chastain in. Reaney out. Also coming back, 21, Emerine, who's got 8 points for the Eagles. He's in for Cole Warren, who came in at the end of the quarter for a little break. Malloy to inbound. Parker, they run that little short curl very effectively. Down goes everybody, and Tay Pierre Lewis from Devon Grant, and quickly it's 21-14. Titans open a quarter on a 9-0 run.
Got to continue.
Chastain blows by Sledge. Whistle on the layup. It's going to be number 2, Pierre Lewis, with a foul.
I like the way Grant set Tay up that time.
Yes.
It was pretty sweet. He could have definitely gone in and scored himself. And
Pierre Lewis gets the foul, but the layup happened in the backcourt on the lack of contain down the sideline. Chastain knocks down the first to get Avon on the board in the quarter. As we said, Titans opened on a 9-0 run. Second one looks true as well. 21-16, Lorain. Weatherington. Pierre Lewis now. Kobe Bryant from the corner, no. Sledge, that was a heat check.
Bryant.
That was a heat check.
You're right, that was a heat check.
Malloy behind the back, down the lane. No. Weatherington, Pierre Lewis got another freebie. Laid it over the front of the rim and in. 6 for TTP. Timeout, Lorain.
Now, I know, Coach Roz, you'd say, well, why would he take a timeout in this situation? He's taking that trying to conserve energy. He takes those not so much to sub or to stop or start anything, but just to give guys a fresh blow.
Didn't see what the issue was. The Avon coaching staff all had questions about something that went on there at the right before the whistle. Now I'm guessing that maybe it was, how can they call a timeout when we have the ball?
Oh.
But I'm just guessing, and you know the indication was given, you will have the baseline to run.
I got you.
But other than that, I can't figure out what it might have been. Joe Lynch on the bench for the Avon Eagles.
I noticed that.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I noticed that. You know, I know one thing I would address if I was Avon, and that is getting back on defense. It's 3 layups.
Yeah.
Guard penetration, nobody getting back.
Jake Parker into Emerine and over to Chastain. Chastain down in the corner. This is Barrett Reed. Faking the 3 is Chastain against Grant. Barrett Reed given post position. Nice footwork move, but Pierre Lewis takes it off the back of the rim, and back come the Titans with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Weatherington.
Yes.
Up and in. Nice pass from Pierre Lewis. Yep. You know what? When Tay scores early, he's a much better player. Run here.
We could be 10-second time here. Nope.
Chastain gets the long one. Kicks it to the corner. Parker wide open 3. 2 open 3. Jackson with another man's board. Wing-wangs it down to Emerine. No need for that one. Chastain comes back. Down the lane. Went up for it but forgot it. Lost it off his thigh. He looks as if there was contact. Hall 10, Davis 11 for Sledge and Weatherington. 2 seniors on senior night have 13, 14, 16 of the 25 Lorain points, Bob.
Yeah, just Sledge off to a blistering start.
Jackson. Here's the elevator screen for Grant. They well defensed, and then Hall comes out and lobs it to Pierre Lewis, who had to save it. Jackson gets it, lost it off his knee and out of bounds. The lob there has got to have a little bit more air under it to give Tay a shot at it. 25-16. Ball back to Emerine. He'll bring it across against Jackson. Don't reach. 3:50 to go.
Pretty good defense there by Jackson.
Whoop. And then knocked away by Cam Davis. Ahead to Pierre Lewis.
Oh, well, back of the rim.
Miss, and then traveling is the call on Hall, and that's a good call.
Took off a little bit early.
I like him with two hands better than I like him with one hand. Substitution for Avon Cole Warren in, spelling Emerine, who leaves with 8. 3:39 to go in the half. Whistle. That's got to be on Grant, I would guess. Nope. Jordan Jackson. Weatherington in, replacing Pierre Lewis. One of the things at 6'6", when Tay misses a dunk, it could be because he needs a blow.
Yeah.
This is Pappas. Pappas off to Chastain. Chastain down the sideline, splits the defense all the way to the hoop. Save to Jackson, out to Hall.
Comes a dunk.
Boom! Lavelle Hall, timeout Avon.
Yeah, had to take that timeout, Jay. 27-16.
27-16, it's getting away from him a little bit on the 15-2 start to the second quarter. Avon yet to find the basket from the field in this quarter, Bob.
Yeah, they have. And, again, transition baskets. Of course, that one came off of a defensive play, but we've had a couple of those in the last 3 minutes also. Avon had to take that timeout to stop the bleeding.
It's 15-2. You're talking about transition. We have a missed dunk. We have how many passes that we threw that maybe we shouldn't have. I know at least 2 turnovers trying to get the ball out ahead, but when you're aggressive, you're going to make more mistakes. So I think Coach Rossitano will live with it at 15-2.
From what I've seen, again, this 15-2 run, I really think, it's just my opinion, and I'm not trying to be judgmental, they would have been much better off staying in the game longer if they would have followed that JV strategy of packing that zone back in. I really think.
Ronier Barrett-Reed with the ball. Weatherington had a hand on that one. Malloy gets it down the middle. Underhand layup blocked, the late whistle. On the floor is the call.
Wow, on the floor?
So this is going to be, the foul is on Jackson, but it's on the floor. Something for everyone.
Wow.
Yes, there was a foul. No, there wasn't a shot. Jordan Jackson picks up his second. Tay Pierre Lewis will spell him with 3:07 to go. First player in the game with 2 fouls. With the 11-point lead, I wouldn't be surprised to see him down till halftime. There's the little short curl cut. Barrett-Reed, no. Rebound was Weatherington off to Davis. Davis pounds it down. Bad pass there. Back comes Avon. Malloy down the middle. Davis bothers him. Pierre Lewis comes back. Weatherington lays it up.
All right.
He'll count it as a dunk on senior night. I count it
as a dunk. When you're 6 feet tall and do that, you count that as a dunk.
And it's senior night. 29-16. Blood in the water. Knocked away by Grant, but picked up by Malloy. Underhand to Barrett-Reed. He traveled with the basketball. He was looking for something.
I'll tell you, anybody who can dunk that's about 6 feet tall.
Brandon Dooney in, replacing Barrett-Reed. 29-16. Titan defense pitching a shutout thus far in the second quarter. Grant down the lane, kicks back to Hall. Open look at the top. No. Rebound. Sonic the Hedgehog in there.
It's going to Lorain High.
Well, the arrow is to Lorain High, but was there a timeout called?
Or was there a foul called?
Or was there a foul called?
Foul called, I believe.
Wow.
And that will be number 7 on Lorain High.
That's on Devon Grant, his second.
Yeah, which will...
Interesting to say the least. We've got the...
Wow. You very rarely see a foul called in the scrum situation like that on the floor.
Sledge in for Grant.
7th team foul.
I know both coaches have had questions about with that gentleman and some of the things that have come out or not come out. Both coaches, John Rossitano talking to him about it. Doney at the line. First shot up. And the kids would say, ball don't lie.
Yeah, there it is.
Lavelle, this is Sledge off to Pierre Lewis. Back to Sledge, why not? Jaden missed everything that time, Malloy. The juju's gone.
Well, you don't want to shoot him back in the game now. Come on.
Malloy picks up the ball in a scramble, kicks it out. 3 ball from Emerine, his 3rd of the night. He's got 11. First basket of the quarter comes at the minute 45 mark. TTP. Corner shot, Weatherington, back up Sledge, back to Pierre Lewis. Good decision that time by the Titans, plus 10, a minute and a half to go. Now you've got Grant and Jackson on the bench with 2 fouls each. I would imagine unless you get a certain last shot that they're down for the count.
It's hard to hold it for a minute 20,
Hall,
Jay.
Pierre Lewis. Wings it over to Sledge. Sledge from the corner. He likes that shot, but he's long. Malloy comes back with a minute to play. Titans by 10. This is Emerine. Up top, Pappas. Nice catch there. Maybe an off-balance 3, but Emerine gets the long rebound. Doney down low against Pierre Lewis, up and in. Nice post move.
Yeah, nice drop step.
Brandon Doney, 29-21. Eagles with the last 5 to cut the 13-point lead. Titans will play for 1 here with 33 seconds to go.
And Avon seems content to allow that to happen.
Both teams in the 1-and-1 now.
Cut. You have to cut.
One of the things I was just going to say is when we usually do this, 2 of the 3 are on the bench. So Pierre Lewis went to the bench and kind of blocked himself there, got a little too deep, and it'll go to Avon with 11, and that won't leave Coach Rossitano happy, giving up the last shot of the game.
Oh, that could have been a travel.
Doney.
Well, they climb right back in it, Jay.
Yep, 6-point game, and that's going to do it. So we've played 2 quarters, 29 for Lorain, 23 for Avon, but Avon going to go in strong on the last 7 of the half.
Yep.
We'll be back with second half action after this timeout.
For the thousands of wounded warriors returning from battle, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program, a unique program that helps wounded warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. The Warriors to Work program also works with employers to find the right job for the right warrior. Contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Williams. I'm 16 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying sports health and fitness through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I've been playing sports since the 7th grade, volleyball to be specific. I know I can't play forever, but I can still be part of it if I become a physical therapist or athletic trainer. The sports health and fitness classes at Lorain High are giving me an idea of what I'd be doing in the field. I tell all the athletes to take Dury's sports health and fitness class because he knows what he's talking about. He's an athletic trainer. I'm learning how to prevent injuries by doing stuff like taping. That's why I'm also interested in physical therapy. Physical therapy helps get people back to playing. I've learned that the rehab part of physical therapy is more structured and that as an athletic trainer, I would always be at games and practices. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High Sports Health and Fitness Career Tech program.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yes, for a nicer day, huh?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Gonna get some big ones. Anybody want to wear a life jacket?
I'm good.
No life jacket? That's a deal breaker.
Daddy, you promised.
Daniel Stevens.
Yeah, give me one of those life jackets.
This message brought to you by the National Safe Boating Council and the women who nag you. Love you.
Jay Ferguson, Bob Braskich back here along with Joe Bach at Lorain High. It's the regular season finale at Lorain High. Titans 14-6 on the year, have a Friday game at Warrensville. 29-23, they lead over the Avon Eagles. But, Bob, Avon was down 13 and clawed back in.
Yeah, and what's surprising me is Lorain High shooting 56%, Avon only 21 and only down by 6.
Pierre Lewis.
Nice.
Pops out, and basketball gods blocked it. Jacob Chastain comes back with it. Down the far side, 21, Emerine, who led the Eagles with 11 in the first half. 3 threes and a 2. Into the post, Barrett Reed.
Nice cut.
Back cut, no. Pierre Lewis takes the rebound away from Torbert. Pounds it down, kicks it to the corner. Grant, 3-ball. No. Back rims and no. Had 2 guys on the back for the long rebound. Down the lane, Malloy. Nice stop and pop. Pierre Lewis corrals another. Somebody must have given him the rebounding stats. Tay with 2 hands.
And two-handed, as you suggested.
He's got 8. Leading the way for the Titans at the break was Jaden Sledge on senior night. 3 threes, 2 twos, 13 points to lead everybody. Chastain uses the ball screen from Torbert. Picked the roll, the whack.
Blocked from
behind. Jackson picks it up. Sledge.
Another dunk.
Pierre Lewis, wham with the right hand.
Wham with the right hand. You haven't heard that for a while.
Joe Tate.
Yeah.
Timeout, Avon.
Just perusing the halftime stats, Avon, not without a lot of size, out-rebounded Lorain High 12-6. 16-12. Turnovers were 12 against committed by Avon, 7, only 7 by Lorain. That field goal percentage is the one that throws me. You'd never thought it would be a 6-point game because Lorain's shooting 56%, and with a couple of dunks we've just seen right here, that's not going down. They were only 4 for 19 from the floor for twos. For 21%, they were 3 for 7 from threes, which is 42%. We were only 3 for 11. From the line, they shot very well, 6 of 7.
That's the big key that's kept them in. 6 of 7, 2 of 4.
And we're 2 of 4. Yeah.
Lead back to 10. Now, Avon, with the 7-point run to end the half, is back in the game. Yeah. But now they don't want to get right back where they were, which was down by, double digits and struggling to score on offense, and they've yet to put the biscuit in the basket.
Right, they were down by 13.
First minute and a half. They did not have a basket in the second quarter till the minute 45 mark. So 6 minutes and 15 seconds without one, but then scored the last 7 to climb back in. Lorain outscored them 17-9 after being down by 2 at the end of the first. Malloy gets it into Emery. Back to Malloy. Chastain. Now they've gone to 2 ball handlers here to help alleviate pressure. Chastain and Malloy can both handle the rock. Chastain and Grant. Malloy against Jackson. Malloy, and that's going to be 3 on Jordan Jackson.
I believe Malloy was perfect from the line in that.
2 of 2.
Yeah.
Substitution at the table for Avon. Doney's coming back in for Torbert. Cam Davis for Jordan Jackson. Titans giving up about 10 inches there.
Yeah.
Yes, Cam Davis is all of about 5'6". And Jordan Jackson at 6'4". Second shot, Malloy used it all, didn't get it. Grant had it, knocked away by Brandon Reed. That's Ronier Brandon Reed. Titans with a 9-point lead will get the ball.
Here comes your little half-court trap action.
We'll see what they do here.
Yep. Nope. They will.
Pierre Lewis will bring it across and throw it to a pom-pom.
When you see that trap coming, you can't dribble into it. You have to back out of it and reverse the basketball or look middle.
Titans get caught, and then Pierre Lewis makes a defensive play, reaching in. We did everything wrong there. And then Cam Davis gets an 18-footer. No, Chastain comes back. Malloy's going to get a free one. Whistle foul.
Yeah.
I think that's 11. Good give by Cam, as that would have been a layup. Will make Malloy earn him at the line where he's 3 of 4.
You know, kind of caught not getting back on defense there, Jay.
Right.
And in play prior to, everybody was caught not getting back on defense.
Well, we got caught. First thing we got caught was in the half-court trap, not being ready, and nobody in the middle.
Yeah, and you can't dribble into the trap and take it across the 10-second line. You want to be able to reverse it. And obviously, if you cross the 10-second line, you can't reverse it behind you, and you want a middle threat. And
I think they thought they had wasted too much time recognizing it in the backcourt. Second shot, true. 5 of 6 for Malloy, and the lead's down to 7. Grant and Pierre Lewis will bring it up.
They're going to do it again.
Well, why not? Back to Grant, who'll bring it across. In the corner, that's how you break it. 3 ball from Jaden Sledge. 16 on senior night.
Sledge is having a senior night to remember.
Sledgehammer. Nice job by Davis, and then Malloy gets around him. Whistle, foul. I think it's going to be Grant. Nope, they're going to give it to Davis, his third. And back to the line goes Malloy. This is his fifth and sixth free throws of the
He gets there
quarter.
Because he's very adept at attacking the basket, attacking the paint off the dribble. And then once he gets there, he's creative enough to get off some semblance of a shot. He's a really good free throw shooter. He doesn't have to score. I mean, he can score right here.
Yeah, and very patient ball handler.
Yes.
He's a prober. He's not a speed guy. Malloy, 5 of 6 in the quarter. 7 of 8, and that's just silly. Ronier Barrett Reed with the defensive play, and talk about your unforced errors. Hall in for Weatherington.
Well, Jay, we don't have anybody flashing into the middle against that. I mean, that's what you'd really like to do.
What you lose there is instead of 6'4" Jordan Jackson, you've got 5'6", and there's a pass that goes out of bounds as Emerine stumbled coming out of the stack, and by the time he regained his balance, the ball was in the stands. So now they'll switch it up, and Davis and Grant will bring it up, and now you've got Hall in the middle.
Well, here it comes again.
We're not balanced here. We don't have anybody out on the sideline. Got away with one there, and then Hall puts it up, and a blocking foul there. Might have got away with more than one, as I think Lavelle got away with leaning in. Foul is 10. Chastain for Avon. Lavelle Hall will go to the line. He's got a basket for 2. 4:56 to go. Titans by 8.
Well, that's a pretty good stroke, Lavelle.
Front rims it and crawls it over. Lavelle's got a very nice
We haven't had the opportunity to see him much because he
can shoot the ball.
He sat out the first 10 games and then he just moved into the district or was eligible in the district.
Right. Second shot. Front rims that one. Again, the flat-footed shot. Malloy has it. Titans by 9. Malloy and Davis. Malloy around the screen, down the lane, up and in. Ryan Malloy the whole show this half, as he's got all 7 of the Avon points. Grant, Davis. Interesting how they defense us. Pierre Lewis, Grant, baseline move.
Nice quick move.
Now, nothing there. Emerine had the rebound knocked over to Barrett Davis. There was a quick move, but it wasn't an aggressive finish. Grant,
oh, no.
Interesting right there. No call.
Dodged the bullet
Offensive
there.
rebound, but Malloy front rims it. No, tapped out. And again, no check out. We're letting them rebound from the back row. We're letting them, long shots and long rebounds, Buzz.
Well,
and then we're not leaning, and you can when nobody's leaning on you, you can jump. Trap there. Chastain down the sideline to Emerine. Malloy underneath. They clear the lane. There was a bunch of them down there. Now a 3-ball from Chastain is short. Pierre Lewis on the run up the near sideline. Tate going to the hoop. Whistle, basket, and one. 14. Doney is the foul. Now, Bob, I knew what was coming because when Tate's bringing it up the right side, he wants to go left, wants to go left. Yeah. So, from seeing him for that many games, we know that, but Avon hasn't seen him. Substitution, Cole Warren in for Dean Emerine, who really was responsible keeping Avon in the game the first quarter and a half, as he had 11 points of their 23. Pierre Lewis knocks that down. Pierre Lewis with 13. Weatherington in for Tate. Get him a blow with about 3:29 to go. Titans with their 2 tallest players on the bench now in Pierre Lewis and Jackson. This is Nico Pappas, and that's Ryan Malloy.
Hall's out there.
Right. On the dribble now, this is Barrett Reed and Malloy. 40-30, Titans by 10. It was 13 at 29-16. Avon got the last 7 of the half. Very patient here.
Yeah, very patient against fairly decent pressure.
Gamble does not pay off, but the layup is missed. And Sledge gets it off to Cam Davis to Devon Grant. And Weatherington in the corner, short. Rebound, bops to Malloy. Malloy with Weatherington on his hip.
Yeah.
That is an obvious foul. But it was also an obvious foul 30 feet before that. I question as to why the call wasn't made till he shot the ball.
Jay, what do you have for Malloy from the line? He's just missed one, if I'm not mistaken.
He's missed one. This is going to be shots 9 and 10. That one, he uses it all and knocks it down. So he's 8 of 9 right now. Jordan Jackson returns. He's got 3 fouls. Jaden Sledge to the bench for a blow. Emerine back for Avon, replacing Ronier Barrett Reed. Malloy knocks that one down. 9 out of 10 for the quarterback. Jackson down the sideline to Davis, back to Jackson. Jordan takes it to the hole. He got whacked.
I'm so glad to see him attack the basket.
Cole Warren's going to get the foul. Jackson's going to go to the line, yet to score in tonight's game. His role kind of picked up by Sledge tonight as the third guy, although Grant's only got 3 points in the ball game.
You have to remember, he's just a sophomore and he is 6'4". Put another inch or 2 on him and over the next couple of years, and
for sure.
He's got a scorer's mentality. Shots fairly decent. He can attack the basket. He's pretty
he's got a good
quickness.
mid-range game too.
His future's very bright.
Emerine with the rebound of the second one. The lead is 9 at 41-32. Emerine will bring it ahead with Hall on him.
Don't reach.
Now Malloy comes out and Pierre Lewis has him. This is a...
Now you reach against Malloy, he's going to blow by you.
Yeah. Interesting switch. Now they go off to Warren. Emerine with Hall. Corner 3 ball from Malloy is short. Hall has the rebound land in his lap. Fights back pressure and gets it across. Jackson back to Hall. Hall up and in. Lavelle Hall. Timeout, Lorain. This is
That's a fatigue timeout.
It's a fatigue timeout
that's
for
what he's
sure.
doing, you know, and I know, and I should apologize, but I was kind of critical of Coach John Rossitano at times because I couldn't figure out timeout sequence and so forth. And then, you know, we talked about it, and his bench isn't very long, and he's trying to keep all 5 players fresh, and he's got 5 timeouts, so he decides to use them to give people a blow. So I understand.
So it's 43-32. Bob, you weren't at Elyria Catholic to see that game, but this game has the same kind of feel to it. Titans, you know, got out to a lead in the second quarter, and we're up 8 or 10 at the half. And the whole second half was played kind of like this. It was jab and parry, jab and parry.
Did you see the game EC gave Garfield Heights?
Yeah.
They were up. EC was up by 16 in that game at one point.
And you know what, Bob? You know what I would say to young players. That's what happens when you play. When you think the game is important, you play with emotion.
Yeah.
EC played Lorain tough. Lost by 7 because it was a big game. The next game on Friday, they came back and Bay beat them by 30.
Right.
Because it wasn't a big game.
Exactly.
And then the next night, Garfield Heights, who they wanted to test themselves against, as Emerine catches the long pass and makes the layup.
I think that was just a 6-point spread at the end, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it was 75-71. But that was an important game to the EC team. And you know, they all are when you're only playing 22. And you know, maybe it's hard with 3 of those games in a week. Double screen for Pierre Lewis. 18-footer around the rim. No. Malloy with the board. Minute 15 to go. Titans by 9. Comes back. Doney. No. 22. Rini. Oh, you ought to get a point for that. It was down and came out. Pierre Lewis comes back. Pierre Lewis.
Picked.
Standing out of bounds was Malloy, though. So the Titans get a break with 59.6 to go. Up 9, they'll get the ball. Malloy will get the blow at the end of the quarter. Chastain. Malloy with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points in the quarter. 7 of the 9. There's a chippy. Weatherington. That doesn't happen too many times.
No.
Plus 11 for Lorain now.
I think the substitution had something to do with that.
Yep. As Chastain brings it across against Davis. Avon gets the ball coming out. And that's 4 fouls on Cam Davis. And Cam, you're too smart for that.
5th team foul for the half.
Gives Avon a scoring chance on the baseline out of bounds. Now they'll match up. Inbound to Doney, outside to Rini. There's the ubiquitous one.
That's the ubiquitous play. Everybody does it.
Try to get a 3 for the inbounder in the corner. Instead, Chastain brings it out with 25 seconds to go. He's under the count, and he penetrates. Sledge stepped up to help, got the rebound, trapped, and gets it off to Grant with 20 seconds to go. No hurry here. Grant with a full head of steam got fouled. Emerine gets the foul, his second. Grant will go to the line for a pair. 3 points in the game, 1 of 2 from the line. Hall at the scorer's table to check in. There's first one for Day. Jackson gets a blow. Hall in with 16 seconds to go, and Jackson with 3 fouls. Good substitution there. Second shot up, no. Rebound off to Doney, and he gets it ahead. Chastain has it with 10. Back to Chastain. Rini.
Down to 4.
I don't know if he knows it. He gets it in the corner.
Ooh,
partially blocked, and that'll do it. Nice job by Lavelle Hall coming out to challenge the 3. We've played 3 in Lorain. 46 for the Titans, 34 for the Eagles. Back with fourth quarter action after this timeout.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Back here at Lorain High, Avon will inbound the ball, trailing the Titans. Oh, whistle. Technical foul. 6 on the floor for Lorain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Lavelle Hall just took a seat.
Yeah.
Technical foul on the Lorain High bench. Now Malloy will go to the line, I'm sure. Wow. So they already had the only positive about that is that they had the ball already. Malloy won.
Well, that makes him 11 of 12 or 10 from 11?
10 of 11 till this one. That one's up and true. 11 out of 12. 3 points. Malloy with 13. So the lead's down to 10 because of math. Now, depending on these officials, Coach Rossitano should have to sit.
Oh,
that's
Jay,
a bench technical.
I was going to ask that question of you. You're Mr. Rulebook, and I'm not.
It's a bench technical.
Yeah, you're right.
Now,
there's not even a chair over there for Coach Ross.
There's plenty of chairs, but they'd have to move everybody down. Avon playing with Reaney there inside to Doney. Skip to Emerine. Down low to Doney, who's got a shorter
look.
Weatherington. Jackson with the rebound, and then kind of a blind pass intended for Sledge.
As well organized as I think they are in Avon, they've been burned a number of times for not getting back on defense.
Whistle.
Foul.
That's just the side of the head on the catch.
That's their 6th.
Doney will get the foul. It is their 6th, his 3rd. We'll do it again 3 feet farther to the right. Pierre Lewis, Jackson. Let's see if we do the pin down. Here it comes. The ubiquitous curl cut back to Pierre Lewis. Nice wrinkle in that one.
Yeah.
Day to Tay for 2. 48-36. Pierre Lewis with 15. This is Malloy and Grant. Now, we'd be a lot farther ahead in this game if we could keep Malloy off the foul line. Emerine and Weatherington. He's been their threat. He has 5 of their 10 baskets. Malloy's 13 points, 11 of which have come from the foul line. He's going to go back. Nope, blocked.
Pretty slick crossover by Malloy, but very quickly reacting help.
He changes directions deceptively quickly. Let's see if the Titans can get organized. Emerine's just got a step in there. He steps out to the corner. Malloy comes in for their interchange, and he comes up, but it's taken away by Jackson on the post entry. Grant.
Oh, with the left.
Oh, no. Almost finished with the left. Malloy's going to get the foul. Grant's going to go back to the line. Day-Day's got to be thinking you can't buy one some nights. He's got 4, but he's 2 of 4 from the line. 1 basket in the contest.
When he comes in, averaging about 20, Jay.
Yep. That one's true. Lead is 13. Substitution. Warren in for Malloy. Even a lot easier to defend with Malloy out, Buzz.
Yeah.
Grant gets a pair. He's got 6 now. And the lead is the biggest of the game at 50-36. Doney, Warren, Chastain. Both teams in the bonus for the last 6.5 minutes. Long three, short. Grant runs down the rebound and starts the break. Grant crosses over, gets to the middle, gets his own rebound, puts it up in and fouled.
Yeah.
Big dogs bark late, Buzz.
To tell you the truth, I thought he kind of forced that one.
He did. Cole Warren with the foul. Barrett Reed in for Doney. Lead is grown to 16. And Devon Grant is a big dog, Buzz.
Yeah.
9 now for him in the ball game. Defensively, he's there with Emerine. You know, they have a lot of very solid fundamental ball handlers. Barrett Reed, even the guys that you wouldn't expect to handle
throughout
it can
their
do
program.
so. Yep. Emerine thinks better of Pierre Lewis. Now he'll take it into the lane, kick back. They do a good job on the weave of buying ground. Warren traveled with the ball but got away with it. Trap now is Emerine, and there's Jackson's fourth. He got him with the knee. Coach Rossitano frustrated that he thought he had to travel on the near side. Emerine will go to the line for one in the bonus. 53-36, 17-point lead, biggest of the evening for Lorain. First shot up and in.
Gee, on that technical foul rule, if the foul is on anybody on the bench?
Yeah.
See, I always thought you had to sit if it was directly on you.
No, I think the head coach owns all the indirects.
Okay, I learned something.
At least it was that way when I coached. Grant on the run, he got grabbed at the foul line. That was along the lines of, what's that going by me? And Emerine, caught unawares, just grabbed on. Grant will go to the line for one and the bonus. Substitution, Malloy coming back. They needed him. The lead grew to 17 with him on the bench. Back in now at 15. Day Grant, 9 in the ball game. And give him the double figures. He's got 6 out of 8 at the line. Second shot is true as well. It's 55-38, Lorain. Emerine handles, gets it over to Reaney. This is Warren. Reverse it to Emerine. There's the basket cut for Barrett Reed, who goes up over Pierre Lewis, misses the jump hook, and Jackson comes away with the rebound. Jackson off to Weatherington, back up top to Pierre Lewis. He goes left, he goes left, he goes left.
Off the back
outside. Jordan Jackson, no rebound. Jackson gets it back, missed it again. Whistle. I'm not sure who's pointing at who.
Now, I hope Pierre, Jay, if the score was 55-54.
I would hope he'd take that one up himself.
You know, I would hope he wouldn't try to dunk over 3 people.
Right. Pierre Lewis is going to go to the line for a pair. Hall in for Sledge. You know, the Titans bench is already a 2-man deal, and sitting over there you've got a
couple of freshmen.
Well, you've got Cam Davis with 4 fouls.
And a couple of freshmen.
Pierre Lewis, yep. That's for numbers. You know, Buzz, it's like at D-Day when they put a fake troop and started building wooden troop ships in London or in England to make to consider where they were coming. That's kind of what.
That's what MacArthur did in just prior to D-Day.
Right. Pierre Lewis knocks down a couple there. He's at a nice ball game. 17 for Tate. Malloy, Emerine. Torbert back in. Malloy, he'll launch one. No rebound, fought for. That's going to be Jackson. And Jordan's done.
Oh, really?
Yep. Jackson's out. So Jordan Jackson goes to the bench with 1 point. He did a good job on the boards. He got caught reaching a couple times early on, and it just never got into the flow of the game. Cam Davis, who comes back in with 4 of his own. We're a whistle away from getting to meet the freshman, Buzz. Shot up.
Jay, you are funny.
Cole Warren, first one, good.
Lavelle Hall coming in, becoming eligible mid-season has turned out to be a
absolutely
big positive.
Okay, Bob, 4:38 to go as the Titans bring it up. Here's your, how close have you been paying attention? How many baskets do the Eagles have in the half?
Probably 4.
2.
2? Okay.
As Hall missed that, rebound thrown away. Barrett, Reed, and Malloy never made connections. It'll come back to Lorain with a 17-point lead.
They only had 4 twos in the first half and 3 threes.
Malloy has a basket, and Emerine has a basket. And Grant goes up, and he gets one. Finally gets a jumper to fall. Day with 13, and the lead is 19. Coach Ross emptying the bench. That means Jaden Sledge is coming in. Devon Grant picks up a steal, and he wants 3. And he got it.
He might get that 20 before it's all said and done.
Grant with 16. And 62-40, Titans by 22. Jaden Sledge coming back. Titans with 17, 16, and 16 on their top 3, but it's Pierre Lewis, Grant, and Jaden Sledge tonight.
Really? I mean, what a great thing, though. Senior night, Jaden Sledge came out, doesn't get a whole lot of playing time, and then came out and just lit it up in the first quarter.
13 in the first half. Substitutions for Avon. Here comes some of the young guys I see. 32, Dominic Hughley, who played in the JV game. Nico Pappas, who played some in the JV game.
Well, I hope Coach Ross sees that and puts the freshman in the game. It's kind of tough because our bench is so short, and when you're up big by 22 and your opponent empties the bench, you'd like to be able to do the same thing, but we don't have that luxury.
Well, Jackson's your young ball handler. Is that Mike Walsh from Elyria leaving the gym? He was here tonight to take in a game to see what he might see on the tournament trail. I believe Avon is in the same half of the bracket that they are. 62-40. Now here's a rule change. Did you know that there is a running clock rule in the tournament?
I didn't know that.
If a team gets up by 35
in
the second half.
Yes, you showed me that the last game we did, Jay, yeah.
Pappas, partially blocked by Hall, out to Hall. Pierre Lewis, boom! Lavelle Hall.
He's 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, yes, he is.
Very easily. He just explodes.
We'll try to get some of these guys. 12 is Alex Rosen. Nice back cut there. Pierre Lewis
another one.
Takes it away. Tate's all the way.
Oh, that's the
that
third
one wasn't close.
tried the wind-up windmill.
Sledge picks up the rebound. Gets it out to Hall. Grant, Cam Davis.
Tate was going for the windmill,
Yes,
Jay.
he was. For 6'6", Tate does not have the biggest hands. He's standing there guarded by Hughley. He'll penetrate with the left and bring it back out. Nico Pappas has got Grant. Alex Rosen is in. Sledge sets and shoots. Misses everything. Cam Davis
off.
Gets a rebound off of Dominic Reaney. Substitutions.
Okay.
David Weatherington and the freshman.
There we go.
Aiden Brown, Javon Manning, and Cam Thomas in for the Titans. Cam Davis to the bench. Now, I'm not sure who's going to handle the ball. Weatherington takes it out top. Whistle.
So, Jay, we have 3 freshmen in the game right now?
Yes, we do.
I mean, I think you'd probably have to go back some time to find that.
Rosen gets the foul. Weatherington goes to the line.
And I can't recall 3 freshmen in a varsity game, even if it is blowout time.
Yeah. Well, before this season, Jaden Sledge is going to come to the bench on senior night with 16. Coach Rossitano able to give him a little bit of a round of applause from the teammates and crowd. Weatherington is at the line. I'm going to think we're going to see Lavelle Hall back here in a second. Weatherington front rims it. Rebound is run down by Rosen. 65-40 with 2:38 to go. Game is decided, but Avon put up quite a battle here for the first 2.5 quarters. There's a 3-ball, no. Rebound back up and in by Hughley. That's the 3rd basket of the half for Avon.
Wow.
Titans have done a job defensively. That's Aiden Brown. He traveled.
No
Cam
call.
Thomas. Cam Davis. All the way to the hole. Lays it up and in. Cameron Davis with 2. Down the lane comes Reaney. Pass off. Lost. Manning picks it up. Davis heaves one out for Weatherington. Oh! Cam Thomas with the board, but lost it on the ground. Back come the Eagles. An open gym broke out. 3-ball, no. Run down on the sideline, heaved back in.
Look, he's might try it
Weatherington again lays it up and in. Weatherington into double figures on senior night with 10. 69-42. Hall at the table. Foul on Manning. And that was just to get a substitute in.
For Weatherington.
It's a 1-and-1.
You have to remember that Hall's coming in, who's played well tonight, had a good block, but he's just a junior.
Right. Pappas is going to go the line. He's going to shoot 1 and the bonus. First shot up and used it all. Got it. Didn't expect him to miss. 2 foul shot misses for the Eagles tonight, Bob. And I got him. Cam Thomas with a rebound. Cam Davis with the ball. Pappas on him with 1:10 to go. Back out. Cam Thomas wants 3. No. Aiden Brown with a rebound. Powers it up and down.
Just a freshman.
Here comes 3-ball for Rosen. No. Manning with another board has his pocket picked, and Pappas is going to get a cheap one. Cam Davis. Lavelle Hall, 38 seconds left. The Titans will be happy to let the clock run out. This is going to be a 20-some point win. Cam Thomas, Lavelle Hall.
Was it 6 at halftime, Jay? Yeah.
Yeah, it had been 13, and Avon finished the half on a bit of a run. And then the Titans have just totally taken them out of any offensive flow. 4 baskets in the half for the Eagles. And I believe it's been 2 a quarter even as Cam Davis could go this.
3 seconds.
Yeah. And so the Titans on senior night come away.
Very good.
71-45 over the Avon Eagles. And they did it on a 25-11 fourth quarter to turn what was a contest into a bit of a laugher. For Avon, as we said, 4 baskets in the second half. Leading scorers for Avon, Ryan Malloy had a basket and 11 out of 12 at the line for 13 points. And Dean Emerine had 5 baskets. 3 of them were threes. 2 of 2 at the line for his 15 points. For Lorain, very balanced scoring. Jordan Jackson, not his best night. 1 of 2 at the line, 1 point. Cam Davis and Aiden Brown each had a basket for 2. Lavelle Hall had 7 points on 3 baskets, 1 and 2 from the line. Everybody else double figures for the Titans. David Weatherington, 4 baskets, 2 of 4, 10. Jaden Sledge, 6 baskets, 16 points. 4 of them were the 3-pointers. Wow. Devon Grant, 1, 2, 3, 4 baskets, 1 of them a 3. The rest from the line, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 7 and 9, 16 points for Devon Grant. Tate Pierre-Louis had 7 baskets, 3 of 3 at the line, 17 points, and he 3 missed dunks. Nice game from Tate.
Yeah, it was a good game.
And it was a great game for it to be senior night. The Titans wrap up a home season. Buzz, you could have made a lot of money in the fall saying, oh, you know, going into the Warrensville game, Lorain will be 15-6.
I was one of those people, Jay, no doubt about it. I just think Lorain High and the coaching staff and the players have just done a fantastic job this year. I thought they played very well tonight, especially in transition and forcing turnovers. And they forced a lot of turnovers against a team that handles the ball pretty well and is well organized. So my hat's off to Lorain High. They played a really nice second half.
Well, the Titans will be back in action Friday night at Warrensville in the end of the LEL season. And then they'll sit and wait to see who wins the Wesley North Ridgeville game. That will be here in about a week and a half, and I'm sure that Joe Bach will be here in some way, shape, or form with Channel 20, whether it's you and I or the radio. But, Bob, as we bring another season possibly to a close, as always, my friend, it's been a pleasure.
My pleasure to work with you and Joe Bach.
And Joe Bach, thank you for everything you do for us, getting us on the air and making us look as good as possible. I qualify that way. But so for my friends Joe Bach and Bob Braskich, this is Jay Ferguson reminding you it's a great time to be a Titan, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.